Hey guys, Paul Niama, professionallystrong.com. I want to help you become the best and strongest version of yourself. This is week 3 of my Jiu Jitsu journey diary, just kind of following what I'm doing and hopefully relating it to you and you working out. Now, the thing that I've noticed this week, my knee is actually feeling better. It's still injured, it's still a little tweaked, but it's at least back to the point where I can train with most of the drills, most of the things. There's some things that I still need to watch because I don't want to aggravate it. Some things I have to go super slow, and then some things I just totally don't do because I know what it will feel like on my knee. So it's at least back to the point where I could train, which is a good thing. I'm hoping by next week, it's to the point where I could do most drills. I am wearing a slight brace on it. It's more for compression, more to keep it warm, not too much support. It's something that I wore right after my knee surgery to help support it. It has like some plastic things on the side, so it's not metal that's helping to support my knee. But there's that. The other thing that I've noticed in training with Jiu Jitsu is that my body is a little more sore than I'm used to. I've been working out pretty consistently since I was able to from my surgeries, but doing this Jiu Jitsu doesn't seem like it's a hard workout because for me, I know some people in class treat it as a workout. I don't treat it as a workout. I treat it more as a learning experience. So it's not that hard of a workout, but for some reason I'm very sore when I'm doing it. The workouts that I do in the gym much harder, much more intense as far as fatigue that I'm feeling, but I don't get as sore from those, or I do in a specific place, whereas with jiu-jitsu I'm kind of sore throughout my whole body. And one thing that I have noticed, it started to affect my workouts. Now I did miss miss one lift, but that I've attempted, but it's also like I had to make me scale back some of my workouts, so not being able to work out as intense as usual, shifting some heavy days to light days. And I kind of equate what I'm doing now to in-season training. When I would play rugby and football, training in season, the goal was not so much as far as getting gains and getting stronger, getting faster, building size. It was more towards maintaining what you have. And for me, jiu-jitsu is something I really enjoy. I think I enjoy the learning of it. I enjoy the potential competition down the road, at least in drills, maybe in jiu-jitsu tournaments, if that's where it leads. But I do enjoy the competition, something I haven't had from rugby. Now, when it was in season, I was playing those things. It wasn't as strong. My workouts were not as intense. So at this point, I need to make a decision to either scale back on jiu-jitsu, which is not something I think I want to do, or to scale back on my workouts, make it more towards maintaining. I'm going to try to see how much longer I could keep doing strength gain, although I don't know how much longer it'll last. I don't think it's a smart thing to try to really get a lot of gains while you're doing an in-season type of thing. And like I said, it's not really, in jiu-jitsu, there's not really seasons. I know at my school they do a length of time where they do all with gi, and then they do another length of time with no gi, and they call that seasons at the school I'm at. But not all the schools that teach jiu-jitsu do something like that. I think pretty much every school would be different. But so, to me, there's not really a season because it's not a competition that you're doing all the time. But because I'm going there so often, it's the reaction of my body is almost like it's an in-season type of thing. So I think eventually I would have to either scale back on one of them. Right now I'm still trying to do both and see what reacts. But I think if I had to cut back on one, I'm probably going to cut back on my workouts. Not be as intense, going after some gains of strength, and maybe shift towards real slow gains or just kind of maintaining, because the way I'm feeling about the sport right now is this is something that I want to continue to do for a long time, many, many years down the road. Same thing with lifting. I'm never going to give either of these up unless I get an injury. And my main goal is to prevent those. So that's kind of what's going through my head this week. Another thing that I brought up, not really related to training, but it's just kind of an interesting thing that as a white belt, when you're they call it rolling when you're practicing and drilling and stuff, but when you're with someone that is a much higher belt, doesn't matter how strong it is, doesn't matter how athletic they are, doesn't matter how big they are, if they're good, they could literally kill you if they wanted to, and it's such a weird feeling. I mean, the good thing at my school is everybody's really nice and friendly, and it's an older crowd, and it's a lot of them are like me with injuries, so sometimes not able to go as hard. I know when I was training today, the person that I was training with had a bad shoulder on one side, my knee was bad on one side, so we really weren't able to do full out on either side, like resisting each other to really see if our escapes and things would work with a lot of resistance. So we just kind of did the drills, and it's an interesting thing. But yeah, there's a lot of trust in jiu-jitsu. Same thing as weight room. If you're training with someone for the first time and someone's giving you guidance, you want to make sure it's someone that you could trust, someone that knows what they're talking about. So just a couple things, and I hope this helps you with your workout journey. And maybe you're going through some of the same things as you're working out, maybe not, but I hope this does help you. Hopefully it inspires you to be more active, be more on point with your nutrition, be more on point with consistency as far as your workouts. And I will see you next time. Make sure you check out my Instagram channel. If you like this video, make sure you smash on that subscribe button, click on that like button, and I will see you next time. Remember, I'm Paul Niyama, and I want to help you become the best, strongest version of yourself.